What is happening? My face looks patchy as heck. Like, what am I gonna use this for? Hey guys, welcome to today's video. Today I'm going to be doing a super fun makeup challenge that I was actually inspired to do by two different YouTube influencers that I really enjoy watching their channel. The first one that I watched that inspired me to do this video was Emily Noel. She did the roll the dice makeup challenge. She got the inspiration from the grocery shopping competition, like a cooking show, and so she had these whiteboard dice. She wrote 6 different kind of challenges on each side on a couple different dice, so one for the face, one for the eyes, one for the lips, and a tool that she'd have to somehow use. So that originally was what I wanted to do. I did not have any dice. I was gonna make some. So I thought, okay, let's figure out another way to do this. I also watched Shan XO's video. This is an older video from April, but it was the one where she spinned the wheel and it chose different items from her makeup collection to use. So I kind of combined them. I'm still kind of doing the premise of Emily's challenge and using the wheel idea from Shannon's. One of my recent videos, I did a giveaway announcement where I announced the winner of my latest giveaway, the MAC Hourglass plumping lip glosses, and I used a website called Wheel of Names. I'm going to do 4 different sections just like Emily did, and I'm going to put my options in here. I'm going to spin the wheel and it's going to tell me which one I have to do. Then I'm going to go grab my makeup and we're gonna get started. So the first one is for face. So my challenges are no brushes, only drugstore products for my face, a blind grab, so I'm going to bring them down here and then have to do, you know, just random selection out of my collection. No mirror for my base, like my face makeup. Super glowy look or light coverage. So let's find out which one I'm doing. Let's tap to spin. Please don't be no brushes. All right, so for face, all of my options are going to be a blind grab. So I have no idea what I'm gonna do. For my eyeshadow, my options are, my husband chooses my eyeshadow palette. Green and yellow, so I have to incorporate the colors green and yellow. A supernatural eye look. Recreate the first look that I see on Instagram, which is one that I, some of these are the same as what Emily did, but I did try to mix it up as much as I could without, you know, I didn't want to totally copy her, but this definitely is inspired and I give all credit to the idea from Emily. Have to create a look with only face products, so I can't use any eyeshadow, but I still have to do my eyes. And then my last option is a cut crease. So let's find out what I'm doing for that. So I'm doing a cut crease. That's okay. That was one that was not too bad. The next one is for lips. The color red, blue, ombre using pink and purple, nude, hot pink, or orange. Okay, are you guys ready? All right, I'm doing an ombre using pink and purple. I wasn't going to do this category, I was going to try to mix it up, but I actually think this is such a fun part of this whole challenge that Emily did, so I definitely included this, but I did try to think of new tools. So these are random things that you find around the house, and I'd have to incorporate them to figure out a way to use them in my makeup look. So my options are a paintbrush, a fork, tape, fishnet, stockings, scissors, or my son Hudson's comb. So here goes nothing. We're going to find out which tool we're going to be using. No, the one that I didn't want. I have to use a fork. I have to figure out how to use a fork today, guys. Okay, guys, I'm here. Let's get to this. I had to bring a lot more down than I thought I would because I grabbed a bunch from drugstore high-end. I didn't grab everything out of all of my face products. I would have had to bring a lot of stuff down if I brought everything from all of my face categories down, but I selected a good variety and I'm gonna throw them in this basket and do a blind grab. Ready, set, All right, this one I actually haven't tried a whole ton, so that's kind of cool. Okay, so this is the Ordinary High Adherence Silicone Primer. So this will maybe be a little test run of that. I'm going to use my Blendiful for this. Hopefully it'll fill these pores in. Just a tiny bit more right in my cheeks because I have quite visible pores. See if we can get a little bit more filling of the pores. Not a whole ton, but definitely I think it looks a little bit smoother. I think it was a little bit hydrating. So now for foundation, I actually love challenges. Like I've only done one on my channel here, but it was so much fun, and like I totally play by the rules because it's so fun to see where it gets me. Like I want to like challenge myself a little bit, you know? All right, ready, set. All right, my Lorac. So we're going matte today. Lorac Pro Soft Focus Longwear Foundation. I have this in the shade 1 Fair, but yeah, so the tackiness wore off. It just kind of has that silky feel now to it. This one's a little bit light for me now because I have a color, but I'll just bronze everything up. It has pretty good coverage, I do have to say. It sometimes can look a little bit dry on me because I find matte foundations sometimes do, but this would be one of my favorite matte foundations. So this is actually nice. I would say that this is pretty close to full coverage, especially if you layer it a little bit. Like you can definitely get this foundation to full coverage easy. Sorry guys, my basement makes some really weird noises. I finally got a microphone. It's not like the most professional one, but it's been working really well. I don't know if you guys, if you've watched my old videos, I don't know if you've noticed that my audio is a little bit better. So I hope you guys are finding that's the case because I've felt like it's a lot better. It used to be kind of echoey and it felt like I was kind of far away. It sounded like I was far away, but now you can kind of hear me really clear. It does kind of help with background noise, but not completely. I've mentioned this before. I know I look super pale, especially compared to like my shoulders, but I barely added any to my neck and I am matching pretty well. Technically, you want to make sure this whole area is matching your neck, shoulders, and your décolleté. You know, your whole body you want to match, and then you want to match your face to that. So if you self-tan, you want to bring it all the way up to your neck and then just match your foundation to that. Because my neck is so pale, the sun doesn't really hit your neck. Because my neck is so pale, technically I would want to match my foundation to that. Sometimes I do go a bit darker and just bring it all the way down my neck. So that's why I have this light of a foundation, because technically this is a pretty good match, but you guys might be thinking I look like a ghost. Don't worry, we're going to fix that. What is happening here? This is looking really weird and not like it usually does. So this foundation usually looks really smooth, but I think the primer is making it go funny. Do you guys notice that? My face looks patchy as heck. Concealer, mix them up really good. You ready, set. All right, we're using my L'Oreal Infallible Fullwear. We're gonna be like full coverage matte today. Hopefully this, okay, my face is looking a little bit less patchy. Like right here looks like lighter than here. It's really weird. I've never experienced this before in my life. I would bet money that it is the primer. Okay, so next we have cream contour. I don't have as many options. I'm gonna take this one out because this is like so obvious compared to all of my thin little ones. Okay, cream contour. Ready, set. All right, we're using the Urban Decay Naked Skin Shapeshifter. I hope this is still available. I'm gonna use my Blendiful as well for this and go into the contour shade. Oh yeah. Okay guys, so I have to use a fork and I was going to use it to carve out my cheekbones. It's easier than using this. Like, what am I going to use this for? Actually, you know what? I'm also going to use this for a trick that I saw. Is it on TikTok? I don't know. These are some fierce cheekbones. I'm going to pick up some of this cream contour, and apparently you do this. I don't know if this is gonna work. Should I do it this way? Yeah, this way is better. Okay, and then you're supposed to take your concealer and put it down the center of the fork. It's not perfect, but we're gonna go with it. And that concealer in. I feel like this is a little bit off. Oh my gosh, this is so off center. Okay, that's okay, we can blend it. This is the last product that I use a blind grab for. Ready, set. All right, we're using our Lancome Absolute powder. I like that powder. It is a smoothing powder. I think it's just that primer. It created like some weird things going on with my face. Okay, I'm gonna quickly do my brows off camera because that's not really part of the challenge. MAC Paint Pot for primer. We're doing a cut crease today. Berries and Cream by Dominique Cosmetics, the eyeshadow palette. I have barely played around with this and it is so good and so stunning. So I thought, why not today? Morphe E27 into the shade Soft and Sweet. And I'm going to just kind of start a transition here. I'm going to take my Smashbox shadow blending brush and I'm going to take, let's do Cherry Juice. Let's start with that. It's that kind of dark plummy purple. Right into the socket and kind of go back and forth. And then on the end here, kind of just softly diffuse it into that other shade. And then kind of blend it up a little bit. Now I'm going to take with the same brush a little bit of this Bittersweet. It's a little bit more purple, and I'm going to use that to kind of connect the two shades. So I'm going to lightly dust that on the edge of that Cherry Juice that I just laid down. Kind of mix it with the first shade and softly blend it out. And then I'm going to take that big fluffy blending brush with some of that Soft and Sweet and just lightly, like I'm super light-handed right now, I'm just kind of circular motions on the edges and I'm going to blend and soften that edge. So I'm going to lay down this MAC Paint Pot on the crease, or on the lid, sorry. I'm now going to fill that lid in with Sugar Cookie. That bright kind of beautiful, like light pink, super bright, glittery, shimmery metallic. I'm going to focus this on the inner half actually, and on the outer half I'm going to put down this cranberry. And we'll kind of like join them together in the middle. And kind of pat in between the lines to kind of blend it, the two metallic shades, so you kind of create this like ombre effect. I just realized I forgot to do my lower lash line, so I'm first going to take this cherry juice, that dark purple. I'm going to use that sugar cookie to highlight the inner corner right here. But I don't want to take away from like the cut crease shape, so I'm going to keep it more on like the lower lash line. All right, last but not least, we have lips, purple and pink ombre. I'm going to use a dark purple lip liner, kind of smudge it in the center, and then apply my Invisible Pro Matte liquid lipstick, kind of blend it before it dries, and then hopefully it will look good. Okay, well that is a dark lip. Let's lighten this up with some pink. I really actually don't mind this look. I think it was really fun to, you know, kind of throw these little challenges in to my routine and see where it gets us. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you'd like me to do this again, comment below or give me a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel, ring the bell. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. Thank you so much and have a wonderful day, guys. Bye.